Hey guys, Carter97 again. This time with a review of the 134th scale high quality Zollidia from the Victory Gundam series. And the best way to take in the high qualityness of this fantastic model kit is to have a look at the color scheme. Something you'll immediately notice is that it's a remold of the 134th scale Zollidia. And a quite obvious remold actually. Namely, all of the bluish gray that you see, remolded from the Zollidia. All the red you see are the new parts. And what are the problems with these red parts? Well, almost none of them are supposed to be red. Isn't that fucking fantastic? When we have a look at the box art, we see that the shoulder here is completely red, only the trimming should be red. Upper arms should be completely bluish gray. This should be completely bluish gray. The shield should be mainly bluish gray, once again with only like the little trim here that should be red. The shield on the arm, well, that is for the most part red. So hey, we have one part that's correct so far. Second part that's mainly correct is the chest. I'm not gonna complain about this part not being there, that's to be expected. Then we have the head, which is completely red. When we look at the box, only 3 parts should be red. The 2 vents on the side and the 1 jewel in the middle. Yeah, the crowning jewel of this fucking kit. Oh, did I spoil that already? Then the Gatling gun comes in completely strawberry red, should be completely grayish blue, and pretty much everything on this backpack should be completely grayish blue, including the thruster here on the back of the legs and the upper legs, which should also be bluish gray. And then parts that should be red that aren't red, well, we have the trim here and then those vents on the feet that should actually be red. Whew. Sufficient to say that the coloring of this kit is quite bad. And now you're maybe thinking that I didn't apply any of the stickers. Well, we're not getting any normal stickers. But to be fair to the kit, well, fair, I don't think any amount of stickers would actually salvage the horrible coloring of this model kit. And you know you've done a horrible job molding your kit in the right colors if not even stickers can solve your problems. Because, I mean, if you're gonna have to sticker this one up, you might just have an entire amount of stickers. Like this much stick. Come on. The amount of stickers required would be ridiculous. So yeah, the high quality is already oozing out of this kit. And well, I guess I was kind of wrong by saying that we don't get any stickers, because, well, this is what makes this kit high quality, generic peel-off stickers. You know, the kind of which we get 100 in the weapon set. And that's not even really exaggerating, because when you buy the weapon set, these are quite literally all the stickers we're getting. So why they felt the need to include this little sticker sheet and claim that it's high quality, I don't know. Then more high qualityness. Well, actually, now we're getting to a good part. Articulation, we're getting the standard Victory Gundam articulation. Head goes up, down, rotates around all the way, I say. Turn, there we go. The arms rotate around all the way, go up about that far and are not hindered by shoulder spike. Same on the, on the other arm. They're on ball joints, so they will also go a little bit forwards and backwards, wiggle around a little bit. Then elbow is one joint, but we get a nice 90-degree bend. We'll also rotate around all the way. Hands are on ball joints, so we'll wiggle around, turn around, do everything a ball joint does. Then a little bit side-to-side movement. Front skirts are actually molded separately, but hey, that's something you see on all of the Victory Gundam models. Go forwards really nicely, that backwards, not quite as much, but still quite nice. They go out about that far, they're on ball joints, so we'll also turn around a little bit. Then knees on a single joint, but we get about 90 degrees, not quite, but close enough. Feet on ball joints, go forwards, backwards, this side, and will also fall off. Let's put that one back on. So they are on a ball joint and then also on a hinge at the top, but I gotta say the ball joint, well, it doesn't really do a lot. And as you can see, the one time I moved the ball joint, the foot fell off. High qualityness, people. That's what we're dealing with here. And then on the back, also a little bit of movement. The thrusters, well, they can kind of move up and down, but that's just because they're a little bit on the loose side. Then more movement is this shield. Well, I guess it kind of looks like a shield, but the real use of this is to scatter those beam wires. Then the movement we get on this is on a hinge here. We'll rotate around at the top, and then it's once again on a hinge down there, and then we'll rotate around there, and then this is, I'm going to assume, where the wires should come out. Of course, since this is a high quality model, we're not getting the wires. That would just be silly, because, you know, what high quality model actually comes with the correct accessories? Then the Gatling gun is on. This also likes to happen. I mean, it's such high quality that it doesn't want to stay on. It's on. It will turn around here, and then once again we'll turn around there. Then it goes to the front, and it's such high quality that this joke is getting really old. He can't actually hold it. It's just like, yeah, we're going to pretend that he's holding. Yeah, this should be a handle, and I mean, they just had to cut this part away, and then he could have shoved it on there. Like, I don't know, most of the other models from the Victory Gundam series do. I don't know. And then we're going on with the other accessories, and this is by far the biggest insult to any Victory kit out there. So when you've bought any of the Victory Gundam kits, you know that they're famous for having really nice effect pots. That's really something that you want to get. I mean, you get a nice beam saber. This is something not even, well, actually almost none of the 90s kits did. These are some of the only 90s kits, 144 scale, that come with clear beams, really nice beam shields. And you know what this guy has? You know, they have a thing that you can do with your hands that feels extremely similar to what Bandai just did to us. It's like, well, go fuck yourself. This is a high quality model, so we're giving you solid plastic. You know, call me crazy, but I'm getting the feeling that the high quality on the box is just a trap. And I mean, I have no words for this. Calling it high quality and giving us this. I mean, I almost want to say, have they no shame? Because, you know, you have great normal quality kits, and then you name something high quality that, I'm really sorry to say it, but compared to a good Victory Gundam kit, is a piece of rubbish. And then a final accessory that's not included, that also comes with almost, well, actually that comes with all of the non-high quality Victory Gundams, is a display stand. And no, they're just simply not giving it to you. They're just not giving it. I mean, if I bought this from, I don't know, someone on eBay or someone at an anime convention, and I opened the box, I would simply assume that a runner was missing. As plain as that. And then, well, we get one last accessory. A nice strawberry flavored gun to go with the strawberry flavored Gatling gun. Fits into the hand without any major problems, so hey, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not exactly feeling the high qualityness of this. And since this is a remold, we're of course getting a few spare parts. Starting off with the head. And actually, I think it will look a hell of a lot better if we replaced this head by... Alright, it's not coming off. Get off. There we go. If we replace the heads, that already looks a hell of a lot better. Then, other parts we get is... oh yeah, the arm cover for the left arm instead of the quite multicolored version we have right now. Then we're also getting this one is for the backpack at the top there, because then we can of course mold these two beam cannons, and we get a spare shoulder piece. Well, on when we look at the Zollidia slash backpack piece when we look at the Zollidia. So yeah, actually the funny thing is I think it probably looks better out of the box when we use some of the original parts. Great. And then maybe let's end it on one good note, and that is that if you like to paint, then you can actually make this look pretty damn good, because that's the worst of it all. This would make a fantastic kit. It's a model kit, grayish blue with red. That's a great color scheme for a mobile suit. Give us the transparent plastic here, give us a stand, just give us everything you did with the normal kits, and then this would have been a great model, and that's what pisses me off the most. It's almost like the model kit version of Gundam Seed Destiny. It could be great, but it ends up just being kind of a train wreck, really. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? And if you haven't figured that out by now, then I recommend watching this video again, because I think you might have missed something, you know, like the entire video. But in all seriousness, the one thing that simply should be said is, there's a 1/100 scale. There. That's your entire conclusion. There's a 1/100 scale. So pretty much just get that. But now let's go with the assumption that you really, really, really want a 1/44 scale Zollidia for one obscure reason or another. Well then, accessories... The thing is, it looks horrible as is, but when you want to put in the effort to paint it, then yes, you could make it look pretty damn good. That's what it eventually boils down to. But yeah, it could have been a great model, but it isn't. And the only good things about it are good things that are also present with all of the other Victory Gundam kits. So it might not be a bad model kit in general, but it's really just a bad Victory Gundam model. Probably one of the worst Victory Gundam models out there, along with the Victory 2, the Buster, the Assault. I think it was the V2 Assault. I'm not sure which one of the V2 variants it was, but it's simply among those lines. All of the things that made the Victory Gundam line great are simply thrown away in the high quality model. So that's some Orwellian terminology there. And seriously, if you believe that this model kit is in any way high quality, well then I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell to you. Don't buy this. Yes, it's only 500 yen, but when you look at all of the other Victory Gundam models, there are so many much better model kits to get. And if you must have a Zollidia, like I said, just go for that 1/100 scale. It's much, much, much better. And this, well, it can't even hold the Gatling gun. You only get one beam saber instead of the two beam sabers that you get with pretty much every other model. Or you get like one beam saber and a beam tomahawk, but hey, let's not nitpick that. The good things, really the only good thing is articulation, and it would look good if you paint it. So then let's compare it with a good Victory Gundam model. Here we have the Victory Dash Gundam. Yes, this is technically a 700 yen model kit as opposed to this guy, which is 500 yen, but think away the big gun, think away the backpack, and then we have the Victory Gundam, which was also 500 yen. So imagine this set with beam effect parts, 500 yen. Then we have this, and the junk that came with it. I mean, woohoo, that makes it a hell of a lot better, doesn't it? It's also 500 yen. Can't quite decide which one I would prefer, really. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about it, and let's compare them to some other Victory Gundam models to make it even more depressing. Here we have the Tomliat and the Gunnies. Yeah, the conclusion pretty much stays the same. This is really quite bad when compared to the other Victory Gundam models. Gun E is looking great. These are pretty much the colors it should be. Same goes here. That's also because the Tommy is pretty much just a purple mobile suit. And finally, let's compare him to a standard size mobile suit, RX-78-2. And then we have the humongous Zaku 3. And one more. Here he is next to the high-grade Universal Century Victory Gundam. Quite a difference. Well, that's all for this review, and see you guys next time.